Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, August 7th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I work on the balance between my head and my heart. Whew. Okay, so as of this recording, we have not yet had Mars move into Libra, but by the time I upload this video, Mars will have moved into Libra, which means we're going to have Mars at a big fat 0 for Thursday. We also have a void moon for a large portion of the day. And so I think today is going to be one of those tired, wired, frazzled, and rattled. Thank you, universe. I was sitting here, I was like, I feel the energy of rattle. I'm like, what rhymes with rattle? And then I let it go until just now. Frazzled and rattled. And I know it's not exact, but it's close enough. So tired, wired, frazzled, rattled in these energies. I had one of the things that always makes me feel interesting is that there are so many people in my life who don't follow astrology and definitely don't follow like my daily videos or anything. They respect what I do. They just don't follow it. It's not their jam. And that's okay, right? But they'll reach out when stuff gets interesting, be like, what's going on? And what they're feeling is what we're reporting. And this is one of the things, like some people will be like, oh, you're doing this with your mind. No, no, we're tracking patterns of what has unfolded over so many years and it just fits. And so somebody reached out and was like, my anxiety is at an all-time high, help. I posted a piece of our conversation in my Instagram stories. They're on Facebook as well. But I was like, grounding, which I've been telling you, grounding and eating potatoes. I swear when these air energies get so high, potatoes, beets, carrots, I crave all of these things. And I think it's my body's attempt at like using root vegetables to root a little bit. I also said at some point we're going to figure out how to stop walking around or floating around like hot air balloons, because I feel like sometimes this air energy does that to us. So I wish that I could say like, hey, it's going to calm. But it's actually going to amp up a little bit. So Mars moving into Libra, which I spoke about in yesterday's scope. So check out Wednesday's scope if you want the deets on Mars and Libra. But today we also have the moon moving into Aquarius, and Lilith is very conscious. So we also actually have Lilith, true Lilith. I follow the pattern of the true Lilith, which oscillates all over the place. It was in Sagittarius a few weeks ago, and now it's gone all the way back to Libra. Later in the day, Lilith is going to return to Libra. So we have a little Alpha, Omega, Libra energies going on. Needless to say, this is a lot of air energy, and we are building to this full moon this weekend, early in the morning on Friday. A lot of air energy. Am I going to say what I'm going to say? I'm going to put my foot in my mouth, Sagittarius style, because I usually try really hard not to, but I've been feeling a little rebellious lately. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth and say, there's a lot of hot air out there about Lionsgate as well. That's just adding to it. So we'll talk about this tomorrow, but every year, if you've watched me, like basically since Lionsgate became a thing, which was in, I think, 2008, when people try to give it meanings that are not aligned, I get upset because I don't think we have to sensationalize the astro. It is a sensation one unto itself, right? And Lionsgate began as an 888 portal. And I think that's cool. Like, I think it's okay to celebrate the portals of 7, 8, 8, 11, 11, whatever, and utilize them as such. Utilize them as a gate. Utilize them as some energy that we can move through, but we can also, call in what we want it to be. And I feel like 8-8 is great. I'm such a poet today. 8-8 is great for aligning with our infinite love. 8 energy, infinite love, and heart energy. Let's spent almost 5 minutes not talking about today's astro. So it's quiet. It's quiet the first part of the day. We don't have the moon moving into Aquarius till 6:18 p.m. So like I said, tired but wired in this energy. Taking time to honor your responsibility to the wired energy with the Capricorn, moon in Capricorn, will help. So responding by grounding, eating potatoes, calming yourself. I'm going to a yin yoga class after this. Slow yoga, slow movement, meditation, grounding, connection, presence, any and all of that will help you. This is why we have earth energy before we have air. So we learn how to earth ourselves to support the air energy. But once the moon moves into Aquarius, all bets are off. It goes from quiet, 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 although again, there's air storms a-brewing in the background. Moon into Aquarius then meets with Mars, newly in Libra, Uranus, still at 1 degree Gemini, Saturn, Neptune at 1 degree Aries, and then a conjunction with Pluto in the evening at 2 degrees Aquarius. So we go from something's coming, what's coming, to like that is my technical astro wisdom to share with you. But that's what it feels like. The air energy is chaotic, and it's like, you know, the winds, like how birds will like hitch the winds and they're blowing this way and they're blowing that way. We have to learn to be birds in this energy and ride the winds and know how to land ourselves and know how to like get down and take care of our basic needs. We also have to know how to streamline the mental energy. When there's so much air energy, the mental energy is also very stimulating, very intense. Oh my gosh, I just looked down. I didn't even look at the cards I pulled, but there they are. Birds. One is landed and one's riding the wind. Thank you, birds. We have to understand that we are taking in extreme amounts of stimulus, impulse, all of that from the stormy skies, from these airy skies. And so knowing how to like journal, brain dump, vent, get these thoughts out, because they ruminate and they cause little mind tornadoes, and then you send them out there and it's just minefields everywhere. This energy is going to increase. Friday's energy, as I look at it, I'm like, we have Mars and Uranus meeting in a trine on Friday. Like, wow, that's some really feet over butt kind of energies, you know, where you trip and your feet land up over your head or up over your butt and head. So it's just very intense. Grounding, put in your roots. One of my favorite grounding exercises is imagining my root chakra, and I'm imagining a cord from my root chakra to the center of the earth. And it's not like my computer cord. It is a big cord because there's a lot of energy, and I like to clear that cord. I like to clear and protect the energy around it. I like to clear my root chakra, and then I also like to imagine all the energy that's coming in and through me, moving in and down through me into the cord and bringing energy up. And that can calm the storms inside. It can calm the anxiety, it can calm the jitters, it can calm all of that. But we do need to bring our focus. That was hard to say, to that. So, top of the cards that we have in and through these energies has the understanding. And it's, I think, understanding the airy energies and how to utilize them. But it's going to be a moment-to-moment thing. And part of the moment-to-moment, this is a Pentacles card. And there he is standing on the rocks. Like, part of the moment-to-moment is like, oh yeah, back in my body. Not out here being a hot air balloon person. Back in my body, connection. Patience, because this air energy is going to make it snappy, frenetic, all over the place. Patience, again, a grounded sense, and again, a Pentacles card, which reminds us to like settle our chi. Our chi can be up here and make us, like I said, like hot air balloons, but when we settle it, whew, it's such a Joe term to use, to settle the chi. Another Pentacles card, guidance. Asking for support in these energies, whether it's booking a reading, asking your higher self, connecting into your guides, the universe. Get the support you need in and through these energies. And finally, being a bright light just to help others see through the winds and be of support, because you're not the only one feeling this tired, wired, frazzled, rattled energy. Now, love this because we have a boat using its sails. So we're using this wind to help us sail. But this card is you can do the hard things, and it's not as impossible as it may feel. And that might be about learning to work with these air energies, because it is not ending anytime soon. So you can do the hard things. I'm going to read the self-care exercise and the journal prompt. So it says, take time today to think about the beliefs that might be holding you back. Are you putting yourself in a box by what you cannot or should not have to do? Sometimes choosing to push through the feelings of, I don't want to do this because I do not feel like it, can be quite beneficial. Interesting. No, always trust your intuition when choosing which hard activities to do, and do not attempt anything unsafe to yourself or others. And the journaling prompt is, how do you feel after you've done a hard thing? Are you proud of yourself? Remember to highly praise yourself after doing this hard thing, because you deserve it. So that's interesting. That's definitely an interesting perspective. But I think the hard thing right now is just, knowing, trusting you can be all right in this energy, that you can settle, calm your chi, bring it down, connect in, ground in, and be a lighthouse. That sharing card, that card always to me is the lighthouse. You can be a lighthouse to others in and through these energies. So if you need a little lighthouse, you can reach out, book a reading, email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. I have, larger readings, but also sometimes you just need a tiny check-in. Please reach out and get a tiny check-in if you need a little support and little grounding for your hot air balloon. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. May your lighthouse be strong, and know that you can trust the process. Namaste.